Good evening, West Texas. There is an active police pursuit currently going on over off Business 80. We believe the car actually may have just gone onto I-20. As we were driving down toward Midland on Business 80, there was actually about 6 or 7 officers chasing a gray car, older model, going towards Odessa, so on the westbound lanes. Now there is roads. They chased him around the service roads of Business 80. There's a lot less police activity as of right now. We do know that this is a sheriff pursuit. They are getting help from MPD, Texas DPS, multiple people right now. We're trying to find more stuff. We do have, and there's also detectives. Again, active pursuit. We believe they just got into I-20. We're trying to follow them as closely as we can without disrupting the chase or pending investigation whenever it happens. I know it's a little bit dark out here. We're currently off 1788. The chase actually went over near Permian Threading, right off of Business 80. He continued got out of there, came back onto the service road going toward Midland, then got off of that onto Business 80 again before the person they are chasing. This actually, here's some more video. Here's some more cops down here. It's heading onto I-20. Officers seem to be blocking off different parts of the road. If you see this is what's going on. Don't tail too closely. You know, you're gonna pull over whenever the cops come by, but whenever you start going again, don't get too closely.
They're on I-20.
And they're on the service road to I-20 now. I'm not actually driving. There is another person driving. If you actually want to see, there is another person driving, Alejandro Guzman, another reporter with News West 9. So I'm actually in the passenger seat.
That patrol unit just cut off the traffic here. Yep, it's heading into I-20, so it's headed towards Odessa. So it started off in Midland County. So again, I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road, but so far we've reached out to Midland County Sheriff's Office, and they said this is actually active. We noticed it as I was headed home, and there were several patrol units heading down towards Business 80. We actually have a patrol unit behind us.
We have to pull over real quick for the patrol unit behind us, let them past us. But yes, this chase is going onto I-20, like as she mentioned.
We got a quick glimpse of the car as it was on the service road on Business 80, and it made several turns trying to cut into the neighborhood, but somehow they managed to get back onto Business 80, and it's been going in circles on and off Business 80. So right now you're probably wondering where we're at. This is I-20, and it started off in Midland County, and now it's headed towards Odessa. So we're not on Business 80 anymore. We're on the service road on I-20. So it's a little bit confusing, but this is exactly what is happening right now. We're trying not to get too close to patrol units. People are slowing down, pulling over, using their hazards. We did see one of those things that police, I can't think of the name right now, that police actually use to stop chases on the road, and that was a failed attempt. So right now we have more than 5 patrol units, and this is including MPD and the Sheriff's Office. We're not sure if this is on I-20 anymore, if OPD is going to be called in to assist along with the Ector County Sheriff's Office. This is very new. It's still very developing.
Yeah, everybody who's asking what kind of car it is, we are not actually sure. We did see the car that was being chased for a brief moment. It looked like an older model, grayish, maybe even a gold color car. Again, it is pretty dark at night, and as you can see, like, it's, as you know, when your car's going one way and you're going the other, it's kind of hard to see what is exact make. Car did look pretty low to the ground. A tire could possibly be out. We don't know where this started, when it started. We know that there's, we don't know why. We don't know a lot of stuff other than there is currently a huge, I mean, there's a lot of police, as you can see in front of us. Some of them don't even have their lights on. Slowing down right now.
So we don't know why he's running from police. We don't know if police tried to do a traffic stop and then the driver just kept going. We're not exactly sure any details. Of course, everything is just preliminary right now. Sheriff Painter has been notified, but he has not released any statements. This is heading towards Odessa already, so into Odessa, OPD territory, and Ector County.
Again, we're trying to stay as far away as we can. We've given them plenty of room. As you can see, we're...
So there's more patrol units coming in from Midland County. That's the state trooper.
Here's a state trooper that just came up.
So DPS is involved, Midland County and the Sheriff's Office. At least 3 law enforcements. This is heading into Odessa now. We're on the service road on I-20.
We're right by where the Odessa 7 exits start to begin.
So if you're just joining us, this is an active pursuit headed down I-20.
We're going probably about 25 miles an hour, trying to stay pretty slow on the service road and also give them a lot of room. Again, this started, well, we first saw it on Business 80. They were going west towards Odessa, and then he took a right off the service road into the area around Permian. Threading is what it is, the Permian Threading Company over off Business 80.
It was right behind the Stripes gas station on the service road, for those of you more common with that.
Right near the airport. Then he came off and then went back toward the Midland area. Sorry about the poor video. Jonathan, there is a police chase. For those of us just joining, there's a police chase. We don't know much about it. Don't know what kind of car it is. We know it's an older model car. And we know that it is the Midland County Sheriff's. We're off, now passing Faudree Road off of the service road of I-20. No, it's not Android problems right now. It's just driving and trying to Facebook Live something. Melissa, we don't know if the suspect is male, female, age. We don't know anything about the suspect really, other than driving an older model 4-door car.
We're not exactly sure if it's 4-door or 2-door. It looks about silver, grayish. It is an older model car.
The chase originally started probably somewhere in Midland. That's about all we know on that, within the county at least. Yeah, again, for those of y'all who are just joining us, I'm not driving. We have another reporter here with me. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. Just so y'all don't think I'm using my phone and driving. We don't. Remember, it's drive.
Don't text and drive.
Don't text and drive. Looks like they're actually now moving from the service road onto I-20 I don't even think officers are using official entrance on this 20 right now.
So some are still on the service road. A couple just gone onto I-20. So I think they're trying to target the driver from both sides, or unless the driver is actually on I-20 right now, and his tire is actually blowing sparks.
There's the driver is on this. Here's the driver.
Okay, I didn't want to tailgate, please.
Yeah, we're pulling over now.
Sorry, it's a little bumpy. Okay.
Looks like they're finally stopping him. And this is the end of it.
He's running now. He is actually...
The suspect on foot. He's crossing I-20.
And traffic is still flowing through.
On I-20.
On going...
Stop. Let me get out.
Okay.
I'm going to get out of the car. Telling him to get out of the car, he will be shot. The driver is a woman. No gunshots. The driver did come out with their hands up, got straight on the road. You can get a look at it now. Sorry, I know it's completely out of focus.
Okay, so the suspect they're chasing, he's now in handcuffs, and the woman's now over here at the patrol unit.
Looks like they do have that other suspect in custody now. So, 2 people were in the vehicle, both in custody as of right now.
This is off of I-20.
One's a woman right here in a white shirt, believe blonde hair.
Okay, traffic is actually backing up on I-20 as you can tell right now, if you want to give them a quick look.
Here's traffic on I-20 for you. Actually, let's go ahead and look at the other one that's being pulled in. This is the car they were chasing.
It is a Ford. It looks like a Ford.
Don't know the races. I believe they were both. We don't know the races yet. We don't know who it was. We're too far away to really be able to give. Here's traffic right now. I mean, like, it's pretty backed up. This is off of I-20, right when you pass Audrey Road, so technically in Odessa. know it's real shaky.
It is really.
We can't tell what kind of car it is from here. There's a good look at it. I mean, we think it's a Ford, older. Everybody asking us to talk to the officers if we want to, but most officers can't speak to us. We have to actually talk to other people first. Nah, I know it's a little shaky. It's pretty cold out here. So I'm resting the car on the roof now.
Stopped on I-20 if you're going towards Odessa.
If you're going towards Odessa, traffic is completely stopped on I-20. If you're going east back to Midland, you are good. Yeah, you might be right. That might be more of a Honda type, but it is a 4-door, I believe. Can barely see it from where I'm at. We're at on I-20. This is a little bit after Faudree Road, right before the University of Texas Permian Basin exit. Ruth, we may not know till tomorrow who this was. That's something that's with some of this late breaking news. Sometimes you don't find out until later tomorrow, early tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing traffic control, and so right now, if you want to take a look at the traffic, because drivers are actually what we call here at News West 9, they're called median jumpers, and we actually did a story on median jumpers. So that's people exiting where there isn't an exit, which is typically not encouraged. So if you're on I-20 headed towards Odessa, traffic is backed up because we finally police actually got a handle on the situation, on the chase that was active coming in from Midland County onto Business 80, onto the service road of I-20, onto I-20. So right now we have a lot of median jumpers and traffic is actually backed up. You can't go towards Odessa if you're on I-20. We did speak to some officers who are working on traffic control. I'm sorry, it is really cold out here. We're trying to gather as much information as we can, but since this is breaking right now, they can't really release any details. And of course,
officers are starting to clear the scene. A few of them at least. There are still going to be a few staying here.
from the tire.
Traffic starting to move up again. They're starting to allow people through I-20. So for those of you, there was a police started on, well, we don't know where it started.
It started in Midland County.
Started in Midland County. We followed it off of Business 80 as it was going west towards Odessa on the service road of Business 80. It took a right at the gas station, kind of right near Permian, the gas station right before the airport. When that happened, we kind of lost it behind there for a minute before he took a left, got onto Business 80 again, and took a right back towards Odessa on the service road. That's when they ended up giving to I-20, and that we followed them all the way out here where they stopped him right before the UTPB exit after 1788.
So traffic is flowing again. It's easing up, so there's no need for median jumpers anymore.
So traffic's back to normal. Their officers are inspecting the car. Two suspects arrested.
It was a man and a woman.
We don't have info on the, I don't know if that person that was shot or this, if there was a shooting in Midland, we don't know if that was related or not. We're trying to get more information currently.
According to dispatch, we did reach out to the Midland County Sheriff's Office dispatch. They did tell us that this was an active pursuit. They didn't know why the driver was on the run, who was with the driver. All they were able to tell us was that this was ongoing, it was active. Right now, as you can see, police are still searching the car. We don't know why. We don't know where he came from. We don't know why they're wanted. We don't know why they were running. This is all breaking right before your eyes. We're just trying to bring you the very latest. We just wanted you to be up to speed as to what was happening. We did get some messages about this chase. So when we saw it, we didn't know what it was. We followed police at a distance, of course, and that's when we realized this was an active chase. We made some calls, and this is all we know so far. Traffic is flowing again if you're headed west towards Odessa.
Let's see if I can get any closer to this vehicle. I know some of you guys are asking, with officers having left the scene now, it might be a little easier. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get too close with it being I-20 being back open. Yes, they did get the two suspects that were in the car. One took off on foot before they got him.
Okay, let us see if we can focus here. There it goes. Just a little bit. So this is what traffic looked like. We did try to reach out to officers on the scene. It was DPS, the Midland Sheriff's Office, and Midland Police. Again, they cannot release any information so far. We have reached out to public information officers, but again, this is overnight. We haven't gotten any calls back as of yet. Where are y'all at? Pat Bernal asks. We are off of the service road on I-20. This is near the UTPB exit, right off of Audrey, right outside. So it's a little difficult to focus. My hands are frozen. It is very cold out here, so if you guys are out, make sure you guys are warmed up. Yes, May, they did catch both of them. It was the driver and the passenger. The driver was a man. When the car did stop because one of the tires blew out, the driver actually took off on foot and he crossed Interstate 20. But officers did catch up to him. The woman remained in the passenger seat. She was arrested shortly after. And we just really appreciate the viewers. We're here to bring you up-to-date information about what's happening in your city. That's all we're here for. We're here working for you, even in this cold winter, these cold temperatures right now. Traffic is backed up. If we see something, we're out here ready to report it for you. We're trying to get as many details as we can. For those of you who are, whoops, there we go. For those of you who are commenting, we're just trying to bring you up-to-date information because we know you guys care about what's happening in your city. We really appreciate you guys viewing us and not making any negative comments.
Alright, well, we're going to go back to the station, work on getting any more information we can for y'all. Get it on our website, newswest9.com. We're also going to make sure we have information for the morning shows. Those start at 5 o'clock in the morning, so make sure you tune in for early sunrise and sunrise shows. Again, newswest9.com. Also on our Facebook page. You're already here. If you don't like it. That way you will be able to get continuous updates on this situation.